Welcome to Yoga Bliss with Shelly Lovelies. This is day 4 of the Common Strong Mama Challenge. We will embody the word empower with gentle yoga to begin, and empowering squats that are going to just move us forward, followed by some really cool creative planks, and ending with this beautiful gentle yoga flow. Come with an open heart and an open mind, and together let us get calm, confident, and in control. My lovely, let us get empowered as we stance our legs a little bit wide open. Bring the hands up to the ears. Exhale, fold it on forward, and then bring the hands down to the mat here. Swoop the hands side to side, bringing the weight into equal feet. You can allow the head to droop here. If this is not in your practice, you can raise half flat back up and go side to side. So just take a moment. Tap in what is going on in these hips and these legs today. Hands come back at the ears. Inhale, send it on up. Really want you to activate the muscles. Hands are up at the ears. Exhale, fold it on forward. Generous bend comes from the knees. You can either fold forward fold here, or you can come for a halfway forward fold. Sweeping side to side. Just getting these lovely stretch. I love to start this practice with some nice gentle yoga to encourage the flow. Inhale, raise it on up. Exhale, last one, send it forward. Heart melts forward, elbows are bent here, and then hands reach down either towards the thighs or down towards the mat, and sweeping side to side. I have this lovely ponytail, so I'm like, I can imagine sweeping the floor like Cinderella as we allow ourselves to be empowered. And know that part of being empowered is giving yourself permission to be authentic and vulnerable. Inhaling it up. Beautiful work, my lovely. Set yourself up for success if you need to wiggle out your bottom. And bring the soles of the feet, kissing soles of the feet, not kissing, excuse me, have maybe one hand fist between. And sink down in yoga, 2 touch points in the front toe pad, 2 in the heel, all 5 touch points. Inhale, arms sweep forward, just a little bit bend to the butt. Just a little bit here, kind of like a mini chair pose. And then we're gonna inhale and raise it up. And then as we exhale, we're gonna come into this chair, and then we're gonna windmill and slice to one side, coming in for a lovely flow. Up at the center, exhale, just gentle bend. I was actually teaching an in-person class this week in a local yoga studio, and where my average student is about a 65-year-old. There are some people younger and some a little bit older. And we did this pose, and I said, this is the epitome of a lovely flow, because it's so lovely. You can also just bend the arms and come back to center. So take these mindfully. Let it feel good. It's always good to start your practice with that feel good yoga, so then we can get empowered and strengthened. Come back at center here. Now as we come back at center, we're going to come back and then get a lovely stretch as you twist. And if you want to, you can straighten one leg and then bend the other. Ooh, that's a nice hip stretch. It's a little weird, a little wiggly. Come back to center. Bring it on in, straighten that left leg and bend the right one and wiggle out, put that hip out. Do a few of these at your own pace. It's a little awkward, a little weird, but we're a little awkward and weird in my house. When you get called a weirdo, it's like a great badge of honor. So I say, get weird with me, be your freaking self, my lovely. Inhale, back to center, wiggle it out. Beautiful work. Now we're gonna start in for those beautiful squatty squats. So feet are coming off of the mat. This is called a duck walk or a goddess walk. So wherever you are in your practice, so it's the toes are at a 45-degree angle off of the mat. And you mindfully, your body weight wants to come to one side. Find your center and get empowered through your practice. Meet at the top of the mat and then mindfully move back with your body. And wherever you are, if you're feeling a little sore, if you've been following along with me, I know you're feeling sore because I am. And we're doing this. So if you can get down in that butt, but if you're like, okay, Shelly, I'm not quite there, Come up to the top. One more time. So all the way to the back of your mat. And as you head towards the top of your mat, maybe you could imagine like you are an empowered runner. I like to do this like thing where I imagine myself with my hands. And it's all about power poses. Have you ever taken any Tony Robbins trainings? I love Tony Robbins, and he taught me the power of your power poses and hiya. And the way that you position your body is what empowers you or takes away your power or your energy. So it energizes you as you go to the back of the mat. Lovely work. Whoo, you've got this. Beautiful work, my lovely. Shake it on out. If you need a little drink of water, remember, water is always here for you whenever you need your water. A superpower of yours. Beautiful work, my lovelies. Feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart here. So now we're going to sink back, and then we're going to come for a little funky side kick squat. Bring it on down, and then maybe be a little sassy. I have a lot of sassy girls in my life. My daughter is 14, and then I have a 10-year-old niece, boom, and I have a 9-year-old niece, and they are sometimes like sassy. So maybe you could add that sassafras side kick. Hey, little hip pop. You can make it fun. This is one thing I encourage you, that sometimes, a lot of times when we're working out or practicing yoga, we get so serious, and it's okay to laugh, be a little goofy, embody different parts, because this is our Common Strong Mama Challenge. We also have to embody little pieces of ourselves, because hey, the truth is we are a combination of the 5 people we spend the most time with. That means you're part child, and that's okay to be part child. Beautiful work. As you come up to the top on the side, maybe hold. You could do a little hey, hey, hey. Other side. Get your sassy as like self. I wore this high pony to just extra sass that up. It's freaking fun. All right, feet come a little bit wider here. Now we're gonna come down and we're gonna do a little pulse, pulse, squeeze at the top. If your brain works like mine, you're gonna send it on back, pulse, pulse, squeeze at the top. Be mindful of your butt and your back. Pulse, pulse, squaz. Squaz at the top. Do squaz or squeeze? Who knows? It's both. So I have to tell you a little story. My daughter is 14. She is on the spectrum. She's very high functioning on the spectrum. And she's also very freaking sassy. And she's been asking me to get a smartphone, which is really hard for me, and I'm just not quite there yet. And she wants all these grown-up things, like she wants to stay up late and watch movies, and she doesn't want to help do certain things, like all kids. I forgot my count. Pulse, pulse, squeeze at the top. Okay, long story short, last night I just kind of get a little bit of a fiery mama, and she just keeps crying a lot. She's really emotional. She's about to get her period, let's get honest. And I said something I regretted. I had that mama guilt right away. I said, why don't you just grow up a little bit? And she just freaking lost it. And I said, go to your room. Yeah, I was feeling really bad about that. And then she comes out, long story short, she said, I don't want to grow up. It's too scary. And I just felt that like, oh my gosh. And then I asked her, what's so scary about growing up? And she said all the things. And then she went in her room with a little attitude. Come up to the top. Beautiful work. Now we're going to come down and pause, and I'll continue my story. She went in her room in a huge hissy fit because she's spicy. And she like threw away her American Girl doll, all of her Sophie Mouse books, all of the things that were her childhood, and then stomped out here and said, I threw away everything from my childhood because I need to grow up. And I was like, oh my gosh. So be mindful. Inhale, squeeze it up at the top. Okay, beautiful light. Good story. I'll continue it. So from here, we're going to add a little bit of a squat and then a split squat that goes back, or a lunge. Okay, so back at center, squat from the butt, then you step it back. So as you step back, you mindfully hug together your thighs, squeeze your bottom, squat it down, step it back. And it was sad because Junie, my daughter, kept crying, and she kept saying all these things, and I said, Junie, I can't parent you the way I've always parented you. Like when you were 3 and 5 and 8 and 10, you're 14. Like you want all of these big responsibilities. You can use your fists or your hands, come back at the top. And then you don't want them in other spaces. Part of growing up is wonderful, and there's really cool things that you get to look forward to. Like she gets to drive a car in a year. That's exciting. Step it back, power it through at the top. So the mommy lesson is I got empowered by my mistakes. I got empowered to help my daughter move to and through that. That could have been a natural disaster. It was. Step it back as you squat mindfully from the center. Step it back. Good. We've got this. Okay, one more full cycle on each side. What are the things that your kids say and do that just like press your buttons and then you freak out and you say something that you're not really proud of? Oh my gosh, we've got this. We are amazing. Okay, power it up from here, my lovely lights. Now, kind of a split squat back, power up to center. Take these slow and mindfully. When I first started practicing these, it was pause here, mindfully steps back, namaste mudra. Be careful of that knee. You can step at center, power the knee up. Just pause, power through wherever you are in your practice, how your body responds. If you're getting tired, it's okay to press it down. I know my story is distracting you. It's my goal, but also I know that our stories, our vulnerabilities are what connect us with other people, especially parenting, because it takes a freaking village to raise children, much less 3. And I have a girlfriend who has 5, sisters with 4 and 2 and 1, all the babies. Another sister with 4, there's lots of kids. Bring it up. 2 more mindful movements. Be in charge. Getting calm and confident and in control starts on your mat. Step it back. Back at the center. Inhale if you can. Hug, hug, hug it up at the top. Roll out that ankle. Beautiful work. And then send it on back and down and hold for 10, 9, smile, 8. You are strong. Get empowered by yourself. 7, 6. I might have said 7 5 times. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, shake it out. You are a powerful woman. High five, high five. Okay, other side now. As you shake it on out, sometimes it feels good to switch directions. I'm gonna keep this way. It's like side snowing. I live in the mountains. And it is gorgeous. Okay, so as we shake it on out, we're going to do that step on back, same opposite side. So you step it on back and then step it forward. So as you step, you have control of your tummy, control of your bottom. Your weight comes up. I know sometimes we can injure ourselves with these postures. Maybe peek down too at the knee that is straight ahead. Keep it forward. Keep your body calm. Keep your body confident. Do you know how you can raise your confidence? Is by keeping your posture aligned. You have chakras, energy centers from your tail to the top of your head. Think of like a garden hose. When a garden hose gets kinked, the water won't flow. Your energy will not properly flow if you are misaligned. So keep in alignment. Snow can be so beautiful. And I'm sweating now. I was really cold at this practice. I have to turn my house heat off because it gets really loud. And I have a little heater, so I am getting empowered and strong by the fire. Good. Step it on back. Forward. Last one. Mindfully step it on back. Come forward. Shake it out. Take a moment. Woo! Wiggle out that bottom. Okay. I'll come at the front, give you a different angle. Remember, you're going to mindfully step it back, and then you're going to bring that knee up. Remember, you can pause and then step back. You can become that runner and step it forward. Or if you're feeling like, yes, I like to sometimes do this motion with my hands to find my balance. Use a focal point, a drishti. So I'll meet you at the side. Step it back, hug through the inner thighs. Work it up, beauty. You've got this. You're strong and Powerful. You are stronger than you think you are. How do you get strong? By doing different things. Get empowered by yourself. Raise it up. Woo! It's okay. Empower yourself through your strength. If you need a pause at the middle, back. Bring it up. Step it back. Find that strength. Find that burning butt. 2 more. Up. Woo! If you lose balance, hug at the top if you can. Oh my gosh, that's burning, Shelly. Yeah, it is. It's on fire. You can do it. Hold onto a wall if you need to. Hug it up. Step it back. Hold in that split squat. 10. I am strong. I am empowered. I am 3. No, I'm not at 3. I'm at 3. Building up. 4. 5. I am strong. I am capable. I'm freaking powerful. I am empowered. I am strong. I'm an amazing mama. Shake it out. Oh my gosh. My butt is burning. Pook, pook, pook. You've got this beautiful work, my lovely. Exhale, fold forward. Meet on your knees. Grab a drink of water. You deserve this. You earned it. Okay. Too long. Let's swiftly move through this. From the knees here, kind of a knee plank. So knee plank can be toes this way or crossing, wherever you're at in your practice. Hands stacked under the shoulders. And then we're going to do a lovely row. So kind of hand can come up into a fist or flat hand and hug it through. Notice as you lift up in this row, if you are having elbow issues, you can row from low. My butt is really pitched up here. Take those rows. Notice though, when you lift up from one side, the whole body likes to crank over. So try to find alignment and empowerment with your focus. Where your focus goes, energy grows. Right now you're growing your awareness to be a calm, confident, and in control mama. Bring it up. Body weight things can do nothing or a lot. So really find resistance in your own body and find what feels good for you. My butt is really pitching up because I'm getting tired. You can tell, and I bet you are too. Good. Okay, lovely lights. Now come in. Wide open starfish hands, feet pressed back, plank position here. Hug through your belly and inner thighs. Check in. Do that a few times. Come down. So this is where our butt can really pitch up like a downward dog or hug through. If you pitch up a little bit, engage your bottom, engage your core, send that energy up. Now heel raises, one side, opposite side. If you need to do this from here, from a knee plank, feel free. Don't judge yourself. Be where you are. So heel raises on one side, heel raises, opposite side. Heel raises on one side, opposite side. Find strength. Empower yourself to do hard things by doing them. I'm sweating. I'm like really sweating. I'm strong. I am powerful. I am strong. I'm capable. My butt is really pitched up. I'm strong. I've got this. We only have 2 more rounds. Total 1, 2. You're so strong. Oh my gosh, I think I was turning into a downward dog. Holy kabajoli. We're so close. We're only 2 poses away from our cool down. Do hard things by doing them. Beautiful work. Beautiful work. Okay, now hands reach back, feet reach back. You can always keep on the knee for your knee plank variation. Second variation is now hand raises. Hand raises. First variation from the knees. Just try to hug the butt in as you reach forward. It's like your hand shaking. It's kind of like a plank bird dog. If your shoulders are having a hard time, you can go down to a forearm plank and lift, lift. There's always a variation. I'm getting very downward dog. To be honest with you, this is the second one of these in a row I've recorded, and I did my own workout this morning. So my body is like, Shelly, feel the burn. Aliven that fire. Oh yes. I am strong. How can you empower yourself with words of affirmations of I am empowered, I am strong, I'm getting stronger by doing these poses, amazing. I'm shaking. I'm sweating with you. You're not alone. I know sometimes people think that fitness instructors, yoga instructors, don't get tired and burnt out. Last round, make it count. Long and strong. Send it back. Holy crabopolis. Hug yourself. Tell yourself, good job, you're awesome. That's hard. Last power pose. Dolphin, arms reach down. And you can do a finger lace, tuck the pinkies in. And elbows shoulder distance apart. And then press up here into, this is called a dolphin. And then we're gonna just do a dolphin knee taps. So it's almost like a dolphin to a downward dog. Tap the knee, send it on back. You are strong. Say, I am strong. I am empowered. This is your last power pose of the day. And then we are moving into our gentle yoga flow. You can do hard things by doing them. You are stronger than you think you are. Say, I am strong. I am capable. I am confident. I am strong. I am empowering myself into getting strong, into getting that calm, strong confidence, calm, strong mind. Take 3 more at your own pace. Use your breath. You've got this. 2. At your pace, might not be mine. That's okay. 3. Holy moly cajoles. Meet me in a child's pose. Big toes. Kissing. Big toes. Sink the sit bones back. Reach the arms forward, or if you're feeling like, holy moly, traditional child's pose. Palms of the hands reach up. This is your self-care, self-love practice. Remember that self-care is essential. Self-love is what gets us through these hard mommy days. Use that lovely breath in. Exhale it out. Just be. You've earned this. You're amazing. Breathe it in. I don't know why, but I almost wanted to sing Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. I don't know where that came from, just did. Bring it on up. Win on yoga bliss. Lovely work, my light. And then from here, just send one heel forward, lengthen the other leg long for a beautiful half of a crow. Press it up, get a lovely back bend. Exhale, send it down. Wiggle, waggle out your hips. It's okay to be exactly where you are. Your cool down stretch is just as important. I know I have my sister. I call her my little sister, but she's only 3 years younger than me. And she says that she'd rather skip her warm-up stretch than her cool down. And I'm kind of like the opposite sometimes. I'm like, oh, I'd rather get a good warm-up stretch. So she's really taught me the value of a good cool down stretch. And it's just like, think of like the craziness of our kids. You can exhale, fold your head forward. And it's like, there always is like a hype up and like a wind down. Like, so my husband went to Japan for 13 days, which meant I was home alone with all 3 of my kids. I have a 14-year-old, an 11-year-old who's almost 12, and he thinks he's going on like 17, but he's not. And then a 9-year-old. And my husband brought back all of this Japanese candy, and the kids ate it at like 6 o'clock at night, and my son could not sleep that night. He was like, Mom, I can't sleep. I'm just so excited. And it was, he had so much sugar that he couldn't sleep. Exhale to your bottom. Lengthen that leg that was long. And then just inhale, come across the top. And then exhale and just take a flow like this. If you get tighter hamstrings, then you can give yourself a nice bend, be where you are. And so what I was telling you, that story about Jack, my youngest, was that there is that wind up, like that middle part of the practice that's so hard that almost feels like you can't do it. And you almost want to give up on yourself. I freaking know, I am you. But then it's like, then there's your self-care time, and it's so worth it. So mindfully, we're going to make that transition. So you can kind of step that knee back. Opposite foot comes forward, leg tracks long. That self-adjustment, you can rotate the inner thigh up, hand on the hip. Breathe it up, and then from here you can stay up as long as you please. I like to restore and rest in this practice and let that wind down. Use your breath to help you wind down. You know what's beautiful about yoga is that it helps us learn how to find that inner calm amongst the stress and the tension of parenting and life. It was beautiful. One of the women who had never practiced yoga, who was in my class this week, she said, this class, I did like it, but it was much harder than I thought. But I also enjoyed the relaxation, and I feel like it could really help me. And I said, that's such an amazing awareness. That's such an amazing awareness. Inhale that breath in. And remember that you can help yourself relax. Exhale, sink onto the butt. That leg lengthens long. I am a little bit turned away from you, but I'm right here still with you. Kind of shift so I can see you. And then you're going to just bend that knee and then exhale one direction and go the opposite. Giving yourself time to wind down, to stretch out those tight muscles, to be empowered by your practice. Last flow. Inhale. Now gently, my lovely, meet me in a seated position and just bring your hands to your heart center. Humbly tuck your chin and repeat after me. I am empowered. Smile. I am empowered. I am empowered. I love you. I love you. Smile. I love you. I am grateful for you. I am grateful for you. I am grateful for you. Give yourself a hug and smile, and then bring those palms, kissing palms, to that beautiful heart or that third eye, that mama intuition. The love and the light within me honors and acknowledges the love and the light within you. Namaste, lovelies. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I'm so grateful for you, and I hope today you can take that energy and feel like an empowered, strong mama that you are, because that is you. It's all you. I love you, and I will be back here with you with practice 5, my beauties. Please like, subscribe, and share with a beautiful woman who you feel like could use this practice.